And the music is down.
Yes. Awesome. Welcome.
Here we are.
Here we
Attempt number 7.
Yeah.
I really don't even know. It's 7.
We've lost count at this time.
Yeah. But 7 sounded good.
7. Almost up to the
8.
Thank you. Shh. Don't say it that loud.
Don't say 8.
Shh. Silent.
8 is silent.
All right. So this is Silent 8, and we are a talk show, podcast, kind of just shooting the shit type of deal. And my name is Boneyard, and
I am Clay.
All right, Clay. And what do we do?
What do we do? We talk about shit. So, yeah.
No shit.
all different kinds of shit.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Could you name a few kinds of shit that we talk about?
Dumb shit. Funny shit. Definitely talk about funny shit. Crazy shit. Alien shit. Religious, non-religious shit. You got any ideas?
No. I'm just kidding.
Actually, I'm just going to say my name and let you keep talking.
Yeah, that's the way I was looking at it. I thought it was the easy way out of things because,
I figured
easy shit. We could talk about easy shit.
Easy shit, lazy shit.
Yeah, difficult shit.
Hard shit.
Shit that just hurts. No matter how hard you try, it just hurts. Okay. So enough about that shit.
We will bring as many. It's like a variety show, but we're not like freaks.
We're hoping to bring in some guests soon.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe be able to interview some different people.
Business oriented, like local businesses, or local for the most part. State,
some people
county,
just starting
town.
out, some people that have been here forever. And we are located in a couple different locations. I'm currently up in New Hampshire right now.
And he's in New Hampshire.
I'm in New Hampshire.
Side by each. And I'm in Connecticut, so.
Yes. I'm up by the Canadian border. They all say I got an accent. I don't know what they're talking about. But they eat a lot of freaking putzin. That's what they eat up here. Putzin.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I have to share the room now.
It's okay.
So, yeah. No, that's all right.
Yes, it is.
I'm not complaining.
It's fine. It's just fine. Okay. I don't care.
I don't have a space. I'm in my kitchen. It's a big, odd kitchen. And it's nearing dinner time on a Sunday. So I am not complaining about sharing the space.
Nope. Because that's good.
Yeah.
The outcome will be gracious.
Yes.
Gracious? No. Yeah?
You saw my video earlier? I said this is going to be you later on.
Yeah.
The guy, he was like cooking dinner, and it was all ice cubes and water.
Oh, I didn't get to see that. I saw it come through, but I was talking to my wife.
Oh,
kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ice cube sandwich, anybody?
He's like
I got
chopping
ice
the
bread.
ice cubes.
Yeah.
Got some salad over here, some ice salad.
I mean, I do have ramen noodles, but I have a hard time eating those after I watch somebody repair a bathroom sink with them. Just kind of.
Well, it's just different uses of stuff. I mean, you could spackle some mashed potatoes on a hole and let them dry for a while, and they're still mashed potatoes, still good.
Yeah, but I don't know if they'd work that good. But this was pretty good.
I don't know. I think
took
I'd
like
rather
5 or 6 packages of the ramen noodles, and they mashed it all up into a powder, and they put very little water in it, and they made like a putty. And they actually took a chunk of a porcelain sink and like hit it, clunk. And now there's a chunk of sink out, and they actually filled it in with this and let it dry and sanded it and got some enamel paint and painted it. You'd never know that the sink was broken.
And made out of ramen.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I could eat that anymore.
I can.
Thinking, boy,
I'm okay
better
with
put enough water.
Yeah. When you eat your ramen, do you leave a little water in it? Do you like the little soup at the end to slurp, or do you just want?
Oh yeah, no, I put a lot more water than I should actually. I make it very brothy. I like it brothy, and then I let it sit a little longer so the noodles actually get a little more tender, and they swell up.
My daughter likes no, she don't want any water at all.
Oh really? No, I can't do that.
She wants all the water poured out, and then her seasoning goes in, and then you mix it up. And I'm like, I gotta have that.
Yeah, you gotta be able to drink it at the end. That's what washes it all down.
That's Well, it's like the prize.
Milk in the cereal.
Yeah, exactly.
Some people dump it out. I'm like, oh, I can't drink that. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Oh, it's got stuff floating in it. I'm like, are you kidding me? That's like the best part. You're throwing away.
That's the point.
It's like the au jus of cereal.
Yeah.
It's the milk at the end.
Yeah.
You know?
It is.
I don't know.
Sorry.
I like the force that keeps the Cheerios together, though. They call it, I believe it's called Cheerio magnetism. When you have like 6 Cheerios left in the bowl and they all float together, they seem to always cluster like a small island floating around in the bowl. You ever wonder why?
Like a small island.
Yeah. You scoop up like 6 of them with your spoon at once because of Cheerio magnetism.
That doesn't happen to me because I'm always chasing them around the bowl at the end.
Oh yeah.
They won't. I'm trying to corral them all to one spot, you know.
Oh, you use the regular cereal bowl. See, I eat it out of a salad bowl. No, just kidding. Big bowl.
Oh, with the corners,
single
like the
serving
square
boxes that say family size on it. Yeah.
No, I get those good Corel bowls. I have 2 of them, and they're for cereal or ice cream, but mostly cereal. But they're like deep and good round, deep. Yeah, it's a good cereal bowl.
Yeah. I actually, we have these plastic cups. They're like about, I don't know, they're maybe 8 inches tall, probably like about 5 inches in diameter at the top. And that's what I use for a cereal bowl.
A cup?
I think a cup. Because if I have a big bowl, I'm going to fill it. If you give me a salad bowl, I'll dump the whole box in there. I'll dump a gallon of milk on it, and I'll sit there with a big old spoon, and I'll sit there and try to eat the whole box. I'm a cereal junkie.
Oh, me too. But
I could eat cereal for 3 times a day.
My problem with that is I don't just like the stuff that's good for me. I like Captain Crunch, which is really bad. That's what's up on top of the freaking microwave right now.
Yeah, with Crunch Berries.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I have.
Yeah, the blue and the red ones, or just the red?
The blue and red.
Oh god. Yeah.
He's like.
And then they have the peanut butter one.
Yeah.
Peanut butter Captain Crunch with Crunch Berries. Oh,
they have that too?
Yes. And then what you do is you get like vanilla ice cream. You take a handful of that and you throw it on top, and then you pour milk on it. Ooh.
Actually, I'm supposed to ask you that. Hear what she said?
Yeah. No.
Can I interest you in some sausage?
That was a little too much. Get it?
No, I like the peanut butter's good. Peanut butter is one of my favorite things because I love peanut butter cup ice cream, peanut butter ice cream, peanut butter yogurt, like the frozen yogurt. But I just always tend to just stick to either plain Captain Crunch or with Crunch Berries.
Yeah, no, you take the Captain Crunch and you throw it over like about 4 scoops of vanilla ice cream in a cup and then pour milk over it. Oh my god.
Huh.
And let me tell you something, when you're eating it, as you take a bite, you get cereal and some ice cream in each bite, and it's like a little cone bite.
Dude, I'm doing that tonight.
Oh my god, dude, it's unbelievable. You will not eat ice cream without having cereal on it anymore. Uh-oh. You better watch out.
Oh. I gotta get, except she doesn't know how to fix the curtain right, but I gotta get her to be here every time we record.
Yep, we'll just get a sausage thrown at you.
Oh, you fixed it.
Yes.
Yeah, there's like random sausages coming in.
You eat ice cream with cereal on it. I'm ruining you because you will probably not want to eat ice cream. I have to have the right like if
what
I have
kind of
cereal
ice cream? Because I only have this caramel, seaside caramel we have right now.
That's fine. Any ice cream is good. I like cereal on any ice cream, but my favorite is just vanilla because then you just put whatever cereal. But if you have like a plain cereal, like just say cornflakes, that's like one of the best ones because it doesn't outdo the ice cream.
I've never heard of this.
Oh my god!
Dude,
really?
This is such a good idea, man.
Oh my god! A cereal on ice cream. You could open up an ice cream shop and just have different cereals for toppings. And you could say, yeah, this is what, and then you put milk over it. And then what happens is at the end, You have pieces of cereal, melted ice cream, and that slurpy cold milk from the ice cream. Oh, it's like a shake at the end.
And that slurpy cold milk.
Yes.
We might glitch a little here. Hang on. I don't know. I just did something, and every time I do it when we're recording on my end, it gets all glitchy and then it clears up.
Well, you're not synced up anymore.
Huh? Yeah.
You're not synced up anymore.
Oh, I am on mine.
Oh, now you are. Okay. You weren't there a minute ago.
I think that'll happen.
So, if there was a glitch, you called it.
That's because of the web-based thing, I think. We'll get that once in a while.
Yep, that's fine.
But yeah, I thought there'd be a glitch because anytime I move this so I can look at you and look like I'm looking at the camera, every time I move it to the big, I have a big, it's a 24-inch, 27-inch computer screen.
Wow.
And when I move this up there, it's real tiny and I have to make it bigger. And when I go to stretch the screen and make it bigger, it always goes.
Oh, yeah.
It's all fucked up. Actually, I don't need these now.
So what's your favorite way to eat ice cream? Mine's with cereal on it. You just eat it?
Yeah, I've never heard of cereal at all. I like ice cream.
Rice Krispies, that's got a good texture to it. That's got really.
What the fuck?
Yeah, man. Oh my god, yeah.
That's perfect. That's a perfect thing.
Yeah,
Rice
it's
Krispies
like Rice
and ice cream.
Like on it as a topping.
Or she doesn't know I'm talking to her.
Yeah.
That sounds good, dude.
You could even drizzle a little bit of chocolate over it. But I like it with just the Rice Krispies. Plain corn flakes. I will buy cereal just if I know if I'm going to have, like, during the summer we eat more ice cream usually and we have it in the freezer. I'll have cereal. I'll go buy cereal if I know that we already have ice cream, and if we have cereal already, I'll buy ice cream that I think will go good with the cereal that we have.
Yeah, there's a new ice cream at Walmart that she found that we get now, and she gets Seaside caramel, and I get it's peanut butter cup something, and the peanut butter, it's got like how do I put it? Like, it's got peanut butter in it, not just peanut butter cups, but then it's got peanut butter, and the peanut butter, if you eat it while it's still good and cold, it's crunchy. And I love that.
Got like is it kind of like almost like wafered in, like it's kind of like swirled in, and it's sometimes thin wafers of it. Yes, I've had that. And you bite into it, and it almost, the way the texture breaks apart on your tongue and everything. Oh yeah, it's perfect. And then it's creamy because it melts, and it's like, it's
some new brand that they have though. It's like a dark container with like they've got silver, gold, and like bronze lids. That color on the lids. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's good.
Yeah.
The Seaside caramel is really good too. Yeah. Or sea salt caramel.
Oh, sea salt caramel. Yeah, Seaside.
It's good.
Yeah. Big old bucket of Seaside. It's a plastic bag in there. Used hypodermic. Some seaweed. There's a broken seashell in there.
There's a tire.
Yeah.
A fishing boot.
Seaside and caramel.
Yeah. A bobber.
It smells like a dead fish.
This is almost like that Ben and Jerry's ice cream. Everything but the.
Yeah. It's good. Everything but good in it.
Which, by the way, that's my favorite ice cream.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's good because it's got all kinds of shit in it. Peanut butter cups, Heath bars. There's like
raspberry.
some kind of chunk of something in there. I don't know. It's good though.
Yeah, I just like black raspberry with chocolate sprinkles.
Once you go black, you never go back, man.
Anyway, black raspberry with chocolate sprinkles.
Sounds good.
Where it's at. Yeah, but then you throw a handful of Frosted Flakes on it, or some corn flakes, and out of this world.
Yeah, I never would have thought of that.
And then you have to pour a little milk over it. You have to just give a little bit of milk in it too, so when you bite it, you get that almost like a milkshake, but with a big.
Yeah, you could do puffs too, like the Cocoa Puffs.
Or anything, and then it
Fruity Pebbles.
Chocolatey. Oh yeah, all of it too. I like like Fruity Pebbles because it's got like those. They're small, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ugh. Gotta sit up a little bit because
And the big cereals are good too, like honeycomb or whatever. But you only put like a handful on it. You know?
yeah.
Well, sometimes what I'll do is I'll pour the cereal in the bottom, then I'll put the ice cream on top, then I pour the milk, then I put a little bit of ice cream, more cereal on top. I really get into it. And then now
I've never heard of putting milk on my ice cream. I mean, unless I was pouring it in a blender and making a milkshake, but
I'd be at my meme's house. We were like 5 or 6 years old. My brother was probably like 10, and they had a bar kind of set up in the kitchen that would overlook the living room. And we'd sit there, and it would be one of two things. We'd either have a little dish of ice cream with some cereal on it, and it would always be bland cereal there. They never had sugar cereal, so it would always be cornflakes was what my grandfather ate. So we'd have French vanilla ice cream, and it would have a handful of cornflakes on it.
but
Or
it was amazing. Yeah.
yeah, or for a snack, when she would make a cake with real frosting, like real Crisco frosting, shortening frosting, she would keep a small tub of the frosting left over in the fridge, and she would get Ritz crackers, and she would put just a little smudge on the Ritz cracker, and you'd have that with a glass of milk. Oh, man,
Huh.
unreal. So then what I figured one day,
That sounds
is you
like
take
my butter and saltines.
Michelle eats that.
Oh,
Or
does
she'll
she?
take a small piece of American cheese and put it on it with it.
I do that
That's
with
good.
chili. I'll have chili, crunch up my saltines in my chili, and then I'll have like I'm serious, like I want like 10 on a full size napkin next to me with butter on them.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Michelle will make a whole plate full, but if you make that butter,
Yeah.
and then take a piece of American cheese and do like the squares, and then just break a small piece off and put it on the cracker with the butter and eat it. That's really good too.
That's yeah.
But as far as the the frosting, if you take that frosting and then you take the Ritz crackers and you make a few of them, and then you put those in your ice cream. oh boy.
Wait, what?
Ritz crackers with frosting on them and on top of your ice cream. Then you get that like sweet and salty with the freaking. Oh wow. Ooh. It's butter.
Why aren't you like? How come you don't have a store that you're making ice cream?
Because I would see this camera. I would
You'd fill up
definitely
the screen.
would not fit. Yeah. I got up with a new
Dude,
cupcake today. It's called
The guy that used to okay. The guy that used to own Victoria Station. You know where that was, right?
Mhm.
In Putnam. He now has the little store where Coach's used to be Coach's Corner. He now inhabits
He
that.
owns that.
Yeah, he's opened it up. They've been open all summer. It's called a la mode, and he does homemade ice cream and pie. He does a whole bunch of others. He has like a little general store with like homemade ready to eat meals. Like
They've
you
been
know
open
that
for a
kind of
while, haven't they?
all summer.
Yeah.
I don't remember when exactly, but he makes homemade ice cream, and his niche is really he has boozy ice cream, and he's got bourbons, yeah, whiskey, and my favorite one is it's Kickin' Peanut Butter Cup, and it's peanut butter ice cream with peanut butter cups with peanut butter whiskey in it.
Wow. Sounds good. I'm not a whiskey guy, so
No,
lose
you
me with
you
the
would
whiskey.
love the ice cream. Trust me.
Really.
Yeah,
I
no,
have to try it. I would try it.
it's not like you're eating whiskey. It doesn't even get you drunk. You just have like
No,
this,
I know.
like a
Like the
zing,
burnt barrel flavor almost.
just a tingly zing on your tongue when you're eating it. You're like, ooh. And then he's got like Southern Comfort, something with Southern Comfort that has like the vanilla or the yellow Oreos crushed up in it.
Well,
Rum chata. Yeah. So he has boozy and then he's got non-boozy, so the kids can eat there too, you know.
right.
But the me and my wife go and we get like a slice of pie and get them to warm up the pie and then put a scoop of ice cream on it.
Nice.
Fat kids.
Yeah, that sounds delicious.
Yeah. I shouldn't talk about food anymore.
Yeah.
You forgot it's snowing today and he forgot to go to the store.
Yeah, and I just don't feel like going out, so I'm fasting today. Is what it is. I'm fasting. I don't know why they call it fasting. It slows you right down. You have like zero energy. You feel like doing shit. You're hungry as hell. Yeah, You wish the day was fast and over. I don't know what that means.
You're fasting because you
Yep.
forgot to go to the store.
That's how I like my ice cream. That's how I love my ice cream. I love it with the cereal on it.
Right.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
There's another place in Putnam that serves the gelato. Have you eaten there?
Yeah. No, I'm waiting for her to get back to me. Her and her husband. Well, both of them want to do it. They're just waiting until they were going through a lot of stuff right now. I want to do a video about them and put it out on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah, good stuff. If you haven't gone there, what is the name of it? Do you know?
Main Street Gelato.
Main Street Gelato on Main Street, Putnam, Connecticut. It's in the Antiques District. It's on the hill coming up from Cargill Falls. The falls would be behind you on Route 44. And you could, like, say, coming from the hospital, Winnie radio station, the falls would be behind you. You go up the hill from the falls, and it's right there on your right. There's some parking there.
You'd have to park in like the old DMV
the public
lot.
parking.
Yeah.
Public parking lot that's right there on the corner of what is that, Route 44 and Main Street or whatever.
Kennedy Drive.
Kennedy Drive. Yep. There's a commuter parking lot. If you were to park there, it's only about a 2-minute walk right up the hill. And Main Street Gelato, unbelievable. They make the stuff right there. It tastes phenomenal. It's creamy. It's so good.
It is good. And you know what?
It's really good.
I
and
never
they're open
knew
until 10
what
o'clock at night.
Gelato was. And
What is it?
It's ice cream. It's just made at a different temperature.
Oh.
Yeah.
What, like super cold or?
No, it's not as cold.
Right, because that's why it's like semi-melted.
Yeah.
Compared to other ice creams.
I think that's how it is. I mean, we could look it up. I asked her. I was like, "What is gelato?" Like, I know it's this Italian thing, and that's all I really knew. She said it's ice cream. I'm like, okay.
Does that just mean because Italian's ice is a little warmer?
I don't know. I said, what makes it? What makes it gelato? And she said it's just made at a different temperature. Sorry, I have to keep clearing my throat.
Well, the gelato there is unbelievable. They had a chocolate one that was so good, and then it's just so creamy. They had one that had booze in it. We tried it.
Right.
It was good. Again, I'm just not I don't know. I think what it was is when I was a kid, and you watch like all the Western shows, and all the guys are drinking the whiskey and everything, and they shoot it down. I had a thought in my head what whiskey tasted like. I had it all planned out. I knew what it tasted like because I just watched the movies and how they all react and everything. And some
they're all like,
oh, this is real good. Some of them like, so I had like a combination of both of those, and it was a thing in my head, along with chewing tobacco. I thought that a chewing tobacco tasted like a Slim Jim. I don't know why, but that's what I thought.
Well, they had.
Yes, they had the mint stuff, like the mint.
No, they
Slim
had
Jim. It looked like
beef jerky that was shredded.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. You could put a pinch of the beef jerky in your lip.
Beef jerky in your lip.
And I had that, so I'm thinking, okay,
this is it.
That's what tobacco must taste like. So those two things were horrible realities for me, because I was like, oh, somebody's like, you want to do a shot? I'm like, yeah, it's my 21st.
And then
I did shots of whiskey before my 21st birthday, but I don't know where we were. Maybe I was at a party somewhere. I just remember somebody lining up Jack Daniels. It was the
teenager.
Black Label. Huh?
I said I drank before I was a teenager, so it's fine.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't. I really didn't. I wasn't like really big into it. We tried it once, I think, when we were like 12 or 13 at my buddy's house. He had some rum or something like that, but I didn't drink it. I watched them drink. They threw up. I left. So anyway, fast forward, we're finally doing whiskey, and it's like Jack Daniels, and I'm like, oh man, I can't wait. I'm gonna do this. This is my first shot. I'm so happy, and I take this shot. And I'm like, and I switched it around, and my gums are all like, and I'm like tasting this shit. I'm just like, that is not what I had in my head. I'm like, oh, so disappointing. And when I was 16, the reality was I used to hang out with a friend of mine, and we used to take our 22s and we go across the street to the sand pits from his house, and we go shooting and stuff. And he had bought some Bandits, some Skull Bandits, I think they were.
Oh yeah, the little
and
pouches.
They were just like little tea bags, and,
yeah, perfect.
These were Spearmint.
No grains in your teeth.
No Misty Mountain is what my buddy used to call it. I don't know why he called it that, but the Misty Mountain, you never get that, which was the tobacco in your teeth. And so I take it and I put it in my like that. I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. And we were going to be jamming with our guitars, and we needed some 9-volt batteries for the guitar pedals. So we decided to leave. That's what it was. We decided to go to the Lincoln Mall to get batteries at Radio Shack on our way to go jam somewhere. And he goes, "You want a Bandit?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, no problem." And I take it, think, yeah, I got to look cool in front of my new friend here, and I put the Bandit in between my lips, and instantly I start salivating, and is this like that weird
nauseous, dizzy feeling?
No, not yet, because I hadn't swallowed.
Oh, you didn't swallow it? Oh,
not yet, but it got worse. So now I've got it in my lip, and we go walking in the mall, and I'm like, and I'm like that, and I'm not even thinking that I can't spit, So we go in the mall, and I'm like, oh God, I can't spit anywhere, and now I'm getting like a mouthful, and I'm like, this is really now, right? And I can't talk. He's asking me questions. I'm like, I'm just gonna. So now I actually thought about pulling something off a shelf and spitting behind. I mean, I had to get this stuff out of my mouth now. And now it doesn't taste like anything like it should. It's almost got this like salty, pukey, not good tasty
you have like
in my mouth. And I need to get and I need to get, and it's swishing. And now the nausea is starting to set it, because I know I've got to do one of two things. I got to spit it out or swallow. And I'm like, I can wait this out. I'm a man. I'm 16. I'm freaking ready to hurl. And my buddy goes, I'm gonna go pay these things. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait in the mall. Right. So I'm trying to walk out, and I can see him. He's over there, and the guy behind the counter at Radio Shack goes, "Name," and he goes, and he swallows. And I see him.
Oh, man.
Oh. Well, I walk outside, and because Radio Shack was kind of near the door, so I'm kind of like walking over there, and I'm swallowing like half of it. It's like I'm ready to puke because I seen him swallow, and I'm swallowing like half of it. Whenever I just keep walking outside, I finally get I spit out this big ass freaking thing, and I'm like, I'm done, right? So I spit the thing out, like it's out there on the sidewalk. I walk over to the car, I open the door. He had a Ford Escort. And I opened up the door, and I sat down, and I reclined the seat, and I'm instantly sick. I'm just not feeling good.
Oh yeah,
I'm dizzy. My stomach is doing like 30 loops, right? And I can see him, and he comes out, and he's just dragging ass. He gets over to the car. He's like, and I'm like, please don't. He's like, and he's humming. He's like trying not to hurl. So then all of a sudden, it just goes away. It's like it must have been the exorcism
like
out
calm
there, right?
before the storm.
When he was in the store, he had to swallow the pouch. He had no place to go. When he went to swallow his spit, he swallowed the pouch. So not only did he have a mouthful of spit, he actually swallowed a pretty fresh pouch of freaking dip. And he had like one or two of them. I think he had two, because he did it all the time. He was bad at this. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Never did it again until I went to Numa Tool, where I was working up in Thompson, Connecticut. And it was a guy I was working with, and he was eating Red Man. And again, I'm thinking, well, maybe the Bandits weren't right, and the Red Man's going to taste like this Slim Jim. Oh, if you ever get offered to eat, I almost want to throw up thinking about it.
I used to have beech nut when I was 5.
Why?
I lived in Montana, and that's just what everybody did. It was given
my
to
first
me by,
words were,
yeah, it was given to me by my dad and my uncle.
I've been into this,
and I had my first. I had my first beer at 5, 4 or 5.
No,
yeah.
No.
You ever heard of Olympia?
Yeah.
I had an Olympia beer, and my uncle put a big old pouch of beech nut in my shirt pocket. He says, "You're a cowboy now."
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
That's why we only live to be 60.
One of these days, I'll bring the picture. I have a picture of it. I have a picture of me standing doing the first beer. My uncle's sitting on a picnic table looking up at me, and I'm just chugging the beer.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, nothing like that with my neck of the woods.
Yeah. Well,
No, I bit into that freaking red man.
You ever have
it squirt like a juicy fruit. It was like when he pulled it out, I had now because he said, "Do you want some?" And I'm like, "I'll try it." And then he pulled it out of the bag. It would be like something you clean out of a drain. It's the only way I could explain it. It's
something you clean out of
it was horrible.
It's about
He
right.
pulled it out,
Dude,
it
it's
was all
gross.
black, and I'm like, and I go, "What do you do with it?" And he goes, "Just roll it up in a ball and then just burp." I'm like, "Okay." So I roll it up in a ball.
What the chew out of a pouch?
The red.
You ever do
like
chaw? Have you ever do chaw?
That's what that is. It's just
No,
these
like
big
have you
chunks
ever
of leaf.
have you ever taken it right off the brick?
Oh yeah, no.
You get like
cut plug.
they almost look like the shape of charcoal briquettes.
Yeah, cut plug.
And you
tobacco.
just take a bite.
Ooh, and
they're
then
so
mine will go, "Oh, that looks pretty good."
Why was that thought to be a good idea? Yeah,
I don't know. But when he pulled
chew
up,
on
I
this.
don't know. But and you know what? I can relate to why the first person would do it, because when this guy pulled this out of this pouch and I looked at it and I still did it and he held it up and I was like, "You're gonna put that in your mouth?" And then I rolled it up in a ball and I fucking chucked it in, and when I bit down and it squirted out like a juicy fruit, the back of my throat got instantly watery, like I was gonna hurl. I walked right over to a trash can and started. I looked at him, I'm like, "What is wrong with you?" And he goes, "Oh, this is really good." And I can see him; he's just sitting there chewing on it, and there's all this brown liquid and everything. I'm like, "No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it."
Like, would you eat a cigarette?
Even talking about it, my mouth is like getting all salivary right now because I remember that feeling of the liquid that shot out of the sides of it and hit me in the cheek. It was like like chewing on a grape, but one made of rubber, but it still had all the juice in it,
And it tasted like shit.
and it tasted like tar,
Yeah,
like just raw.
ain't no tobacco that tastes like a grape.
You know when you're raking your leaves and there's an area you haven't done in a while, and you flip up this pile of leaves, and it's like that wet brown with a salamander crawling out of it.
That's exactly
that looks
it.
more appetizing than what came out of that bag.
Salamander crawling on it.
Oh, it's horrible.
Those little roly polies are falling
my
off.
God. Oh yeah, they're freaking things they eat.
I'm gonna
termites.
put that in my mouth.
Yeah, this is great. Probably has them in it. That's why it tastes so good. So you get protein and everything, nicotine, protein. It's got all the teens in it.
All the teens.
Yeah.
Shortly,
I will never
if
ever.
you-
Red Man, I'm sorry. I know this is not a good commercial for you, but there's
No, it's not.
freaking way
Beach Nut,
you
Red
will
Man. Yeah, none of them.
ever get me to do that.
Levi Garrett.
No.
Soon I'm gonna probably do a break when it's time, but we can come back
Yeah, nobody understands.
if you want to finish it. Time to eat. Yeah, I wasn't hiding it. I just did that instead of saying the words. Well, the audio only. If we put out an audio only, which I probably
Yeah.
won't, but
No, probably not.
they'll still be going. We never found out what he was talking about.
Yeah, but one of them's drinking something.
We can hear it.
All right. I know I
So-
gotta trim my mustache too, because every time I drink a sip, there's like remnants of whatever liquid out of the cup is on my lip,
Oh,
and I don't like it. I'm actually
that's how I
thinking
was before I went to the barber.
we
I
had a
was like-
snowstorm today, to give a point of reference in the video, and it was what, Emma.
I didn't even know. Didn't I?
Ergo,
Turned on a
Ethel,
TV.
I don't know. It's an E.
Well, we watch
2024.
TV, but I haven't watched no news.
January. I think today is the 7th, and it's a
Yes, it is.
it's a snowstorm day, and we got a lot of people thinking that we were going to get these huge amounts of snow. We ended up getting like 5 to 10 inches in some spots.
Yeah.
We only got about 3.
Because everybody bought all the bread and milk.
Oh yeah, the bread and the milk,
Going.
running
It was
around, bumping into
But
each
this
other.
storm was from here, where we are in Connecticut, up to 5 hours away. Where
Up in the main, it's still
That
here. You
guy
guys
is-
are pretty much out of it. We're still in
It's
it. We're gonna
done
be
now.
into it for about we're in it till about
ours
11 o'clock.
taped off around 4-ish.
Mhm.
Was supposed to stop at 3.
Yeah,
So-
and I got everybody's like, "Oh, why are you snowblowing? You're gonna get a lot more." And I was snowblowing around 1 o'clock, 1:30. I was done around 2.
Yeah, but do you want to snow blow twice as much or do it twice?
Well, I
and-
mean, either 3 inches or 6 inches, but we didn't get anything after that. I maybe have a half an inch. It was a good call. And now they're saying it's going to rain on Thursday, so I'm not doing it. The damn thing.
You just leave it alone. Yeah, it'll be gone. Yeah, Tuesday you said, right?
Tuesday into Wednesday. Joy. Another, and they're saying it could be bad flooding again down for you guys because all the snow that we get up here is going to be gone, and all the snow that you got is going to be gone. It's all going to melt, and it's going to flood your rivers like it did this 2 weeks ago up here.
All right. Hopefully that doesn't. Hopefully that doesn't make it bad. But yeah, we'll come back if you want. If you don't, actually, we should.
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break right here. When you guys look at this, it's only gonna be
quick for you,
but it's gonna be however long it is for us. So
probably an hour.
Yeah, whatever. Okay,
something like that. Alrighty, we'll be back.
I'll see you later. And we're back. All right. Okay.
Woo!
So,
that's fast.
I can't believe I cooked the turkey at the time.
You what?
I cooked the turkey in that time.
Yeah. Thanksgiving dinner.
No. Who said anything about Thanksgiving dinner? All right. So I just was, while we had that break, I was on my chair looking at Facebook Reels.
Chair.
One of them was this lady. I guess she's got like a following on TikTok. Jenny something or other. And she put a thing up out, I guess a couple days ago in Miami.
Oh, yeah. I saw this.
Yeah. I guess a giant 8 to 10 foot alien type creatures were seen at a mall, and people started shooting at them that were in the mall, like the patrons of the mall were shooting at them to protect themselves because these things looked like they were attacking them. And they were not only outside the mall, they were in the mall.
But if you watch the one I watched, she said it wasn't true.
Oh.
Right at the beginning. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, the one at the beginning said that this was all being covered up, and why didn't anybody ever see any of this? And when you look at the thing that the thing at the mall, they said that supposedly it was a bunch of juveniles with sticks that were fighting each other, and that's what the police were called for. But then when they show the aerial footage, there's over 100 cruisers outside the mall.
A lot.
Yeah, like a lot of them. But
Yeah.
you said that they said that it was fake.
So the woman that we saw, my daughter showed me this earlier, and
She has
it was
like glasses.
yeah, and like curly brown,
Yeah, curly blonde hair. Yeah, Jenny
well,
something or other.
at the beginning, she says right off the bat that this is not. I forget how she worded it, but she said it wasn't real. It wasn't true.
No,
And
I
then
think
she
you're
was-
misinterpreting what she said because I watched that too, and she said that
Oh, maybe she's just going.
they're trying to make it so
supposedly.
it isn't true, and that they were trying to say, why would they say it's juveniles when
I don't know.
because-
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's real or not.
there's a lot of that. Oh wait, you notice that?
Well, I
A
wanted
lot
to talk
more
about
just
this.
like
It's funny
an
because I wanted to
alien,
talk
like
about-
getting everybody used to hearing it, maybe, or so that way when it does happen, everybody's like, oh yeah, we've been hearing about that for a while, you know.
I saw something the other day, and I want to remember what it was because it's like a I don't know if it's a channel that you can get on your like cable or streaming, or if it's just it looked like a show, but I can't remember the name of it now. For the life of me, I can't remember the name of it. But the advertisement for it was like all these different people talking about the Space Federation and how it is a real thing, and we. The only reason we don't know about stuff is because we're not ready for it.
Yeah, the Prime Minister of Defense from Canada was the first one to come out and talk about that. And he said that there's been a federation and they've been watching us for a while to see where we're going to go technologically. They won't give us any advancements, but they watch us. And there's a couple that are kind of like guiding us along the way, so to speak. And that's why we've had technological booms over the past like 50 years. And now we're kind of like at a standstill again. Like in the 1947 Roswell or whatever you want to call it, when that happened, we were still, plastics were barely just a thing, and then 1948, we got microwaves. We've got all kinds of different radios. We've got remote control. We've got infrared, infragreen, thermodynamics were really known then. And all of a sudden it's like, well, wait a second here. Where did that all come from? And overnight we had everything,
right?
And you just wonder if it was some reverse engineering, or was that even a crash, or was that a test of one of our own things? I don't know. But yeah, it's just really strange that a lot of people are talking about it like it becomes the norm. And then all of a sudden, let's say another shit happens. They're like, well, we've been waiting for you guys. We've been talking about it for the past 10 years now,
Yeah.
But the Prime Minister of Defense from Canada, I remember watching it about 10 years ago. He was on TV and he said that not only have we been visited, they've been here longer than we have, and that they've been coming and going for a long time, and that we need to get used to the fact that we're not going to be the only people in the universe, and that they're here and they're more advanced. And he said this on national TV, and all of a sudden they were like, Voop, and shut the microphone off and took him off. And then he wasn't really the Prime Minister of Defense anymore in Canada. And then he just he was just on news. They said, where did this guy go? And they just interviewed him, and he still stands by his story today.
So maybe the reason that there's always the hush hush is not coming from us. Maybe it's coming from
them.
They're going, yeah.
Maybe that's why they're saying, hey, they're not ready to know about us yet. They're still fighting amongst themselves.
Do you remember seeing the one a little while back? Was like a Mexican kid. I can't remember. Like,
his backyard.
Yeah. Same thing.
Whatever happened to that?
I don't know. But there was like,
if it was an alien, or even if it was a hoax, it would be all over the news that it was a hoax. But you didn't hear nothing.
No, it just disappeared. It just everybody talked about it.
Came out and said it. He goes, they had a thing after the fact. And he said, look, he says, I'm not doing this for money. As a matter of fact, my life is going to shit. People are freaking calling me now, and I've gotten death threats and everything. I just want to be over with it. But I just reported what I saw that night in my yard. And now you don't hear from him.
No, it's just.
And you wonder, did he disappear? Because obviously, if he disappeared, a lot of people would question things. But did he get paid a lot of money to shut up? Because if something happened to me and somebody said, hey, look, you can't talk about it. Here's $5 million, go away.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Goodbye. I'm a truth sellout instead of a corporate sellout.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I was always wondering, like, what happened to that?
Yeah, there's a lot of things. Yep.
Don't know.
Yep, don't know. Yeah, I don't think we'll ever know.
Maybe not me in your lifetime.
Nope. There was a thing too. There was something about the Pope had some kind of letter or something a while back. Not this Pope, but like a few popes back, and he had some letter he was supposed to read.
A few popes back.
Yeah,
Just sounds
he was
funny.
supposed to read some letter to everybody. He stood in front of everybody, opened up the letter, and went, "The world's not ready for the shit," and put the letter away. Like,
Really?
he decided, yeah.
I don't.
And
I
there's
don't
weird things
know
about the
that.
Vatican because they've invested more money in science to disprove the Bible than any other group of people in the world.
To
They're
disprove
trying
it?
they're trying to find the science behind everything to make sure that what they're saying is true and all that stuff. And supposedly there was this scientist there's a device, it's called something. I just watched a brief thing on it on TV. Supposedly there was something about time travel. And they had a device that it was an antenna that supposedly everything is a frequency. So this conversation is a frequency, our life is a frequency, this whole time that we're living in is frequencies. And this guy made this thing that could receive these frequencies and actually televise it or somehow bring it so you could see it again. And radio waves are, they travel at the speed of light. Well, if you can go faster than the speed of light, his theory was that you could actually catch up to those frequencies and pass them, and then basically turn around and look at them as they come back at you. So you technically go back in time if you can go faster than the frequencies that have traveled away from where we are. And anyway, it was this big thing, and all of a sudden the guy disappeared. And anytime there was any mention of this device, they do away with the conversation. They get rid of any footage about it and all that stuff. And I was just watching a thing on it on TV. I wish I wrote down what it was. But it's kind of freaky, that is there stuff like that something Kaleido or whatever it is over the Swiss Kaleido or whatever it is, where they say they actually punch a hole in time fabric and they can't shut it off. And it's going so fast. It goes faster than time. So it turns itself now on before they even turned it on because it's going faster than. In other words, like if you were to turn this on right now, but me doing this is light bouncing off my finger and going down and you're watching my finger touch the button that turns it on. Well, if you can go faster than that light, then technically you can be on. And let's say it's like a vehicle is moving in a circle and it goes the speed of light, faster than the speed of light. So when it leaves, it goes like this. But if it goes faster than the speed of light, it actually can arrive where it ends, where it was before it left. Before it even left.
Yeah.
And they saying that's what that kaleidoscope did, and it punched a hole in time, and supposedly it's going around. They can't.
Who made this kaleidoscope?
Scientists,
Swedes,
world scientists.
Swedes.
Yeah,
because I used to hear a lot of stuff about them creating some black hole.
That's what this supposedly is.
So it's probably the Swedes,
and it can't be shut off because it's turned on before the time they shut.
And they've put stuff in it, but it doesn't come back, and they don't know where it goes.
Right. Right. Yeah. Weird.
Cool. That's cool stuff. Weird, but it's cool stuff.
It's all physics and shit, and it's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Like another guy was explaining physics. He goes, it's kind of easy because physics is so basic. It's so, you have to look at everything at its basics. And he says, for instance, there's a part of a car that isn't moving, is moving as fast, and they're moving twice as fast as the vehicle itself while it's in motion. And you're thinking, okay, well, what part could that be? And it's the tire. Now think about it. The tire's spinning. The top of the tire has to pass the car to come around to the bottom so it can rotate. So the top of the tire is actually going twice as fast as the car is because it has to go back around to hit the ground. The center of the tire is actually going the speed of the car because it's, going there. It's a constant.
It's a tighter,
speed. It's in the middle. The bottom of the tire is actually stopped in relevance to the ground because when the tire makes contact, if it was going faster than the ground, it would be spinning. It would be peeling out, but it isn't. It's going the same speed of the ground, therefore it has stopped. So the tire is going twice as fast at the top, the same speed in the middle, and then it is stopped at the bottom. And then he took it one step further and he says, so now let's look at a train wheel. Where a train wheel isn't just a round circumference that touches the track, but there's a part that hangs below the track on the inside so the train won't fall off the tracks.
Right.
That part is actually going backwards because it's hanging down below the contact point. Therefore, anything below it is actually going in the other direction. So a train wheel has a part of the wheels going twice as fast, the same speed, stopped, and the other direction, all at the same time. And he said, and that's physics.
That one confused me, but yeah.
Well, because if you have the track, okay, and then the wheel is hanging down below.
Yeah.
If the wheel is spinning and the part that's touching the track is at 0, then the part that's below the track is actually moving faster than the tire that's touching the track or the wheel that's touching the track because it's going past it, because it's hanging down below it. And he said if you could hang that wheel twice as far down, then you would have twice as fast forward, same speed, stopped, and then twice as fast backwards. If
Going
you could hang the wheel
opposite
down
direction.
flat past it the other direction. He goes, all physics is explaining exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
You're just got to figure out how to explain it. I thought that was pretty good.
Your mind needs to open up.
You just have
you
to look
ever
at things
see,
in a different
Lucy?
perception.
Did you ever see that movie Lucy with Scarlett Johansson?
Yeah, isn't that like the missing link?
I don't know. There's a drug that they make. They end up manufacturing this drug that like makes you think a little more. It makes you use your brain a little more, and it's like everybody on the black market wants it. And I forget what happened. She gets kidnapped or something. Yeah, almost like abducted. You know, just a city street. Somebody throws her in a car, takes off with her. Well, they drug her and a couple other people, and they plant these drugs in a bag inside their body, and they're supposed to make their way from wherever they were back across the border into the United States with these drugs in their gut. Well, she ends up getting like something happens and she's in jail or something, and some dude's beating the shit out of her, and he's like punching her or kicking her in the fucking gut. And these things, this bag, it all ruptures inside of her, and the pills bust open, and this entire bag full of these things goes into her blood system. And she becomes she starts getting like really, really fucking fat. Like she can think really fast, she can move really fast. She's not stronger or anything like that, but she knows how to use and utilize her body more than any human can. And she, as time progresses, she's getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And there's this Morgan Freeman is in the background, and he's talking about this exact same thing, but like in a natural sense. If the human could use all of their brain, how smart they'd be. Well, she got to be so smart, her body couldn't contain her anymore, and she just became part of all things.
Oh wow,
it was wild. Yeah,
right. That's cool. Like the Lawnmower Man.
Kind of, yeah. And it was just amazing. Like she just once, and you can hear at like each stage, Morgan Freeman's giving this speech at a college or something to like college kids. 60%. This is what's happening, Bubba. It's called Lucy. Very, very, very good movie. He's like, I'm gonna look that up.
Yep.
It's very good. Matter of fact, I might put that on tonight too.
The Lorax, that was good. Lucy. They'll probably tell me I have to buy it.
Probably because it's popular.
Oh, watch now. And then it's going to say I have to upgrade. It's going to have to say I have to upgrade.
Oh, come on.
Yep. I can watch the trailer. No thanks.
Damn it.
That's what happened the other day. And I pay for Spectrum, and I have like a good package. And then it says free when you look it up. But then when you click on it, it says $3.99. It's like,
nah.
That's all right. I'm getting rid of Spectrum soon.
Yeah.
I think they just put in a new
figure out a way to watch it
line here. If they did, I'm buying fiber optic.
Oh, you need to.
Oh, I'm going to. I'm
Did I
getting
tell you
rid of
about my
Spectrum.
son?
They're treating me horrible. For
I told you
anybody
about.
that's on the fence about taking Spectrum or something else, if it's offered to you, don't go with Spectrum. They don't back up anything that they say. Sad, but it's true.
I told you about my sons, right?
Yeah, you showed me pictures like
I've never
350 or 400 speed.
No. His download speeds are 900 and change, and his upload speeds are 850. Like eight something. Like that's retarded,
Cinematic
dude.
uploading, and you'd have no problem. It would upload it in a second. That's crazy,
Dude. These podcasts, I gotta click upload and go do something because they're not gonna be done for an hour or two. Yeah.
This is like, bloop. What next?
It's crazy.
Mhm.
Well, we don't have to go for a whole lot longer if you don't want to. Just letting you know.
Yeah, no, I think we gotta go. We got about an hour.
We're at 56 minutes. We only needed to grab I just wanted to grab 20 more minutes. I want to try to make them all an hour.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We can do short ones too.
Yeah,
as long as if
That's
it's
fine.
if we do one and it gets to the point and we say what we want to say and it's 30 minutes or 40 minutes, fine.
Yep.
Doesn't matter.
I just don't want people to lose interest
All right.
halfway through.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get going soon. There's
That's all right. It's an hour. We're good. We got an hour's worth.
Sweet.
Let's give it a.
I wish you could watch that movie, dude. That sucks.
I know. I'm gonna try and find it. I'll find it on something else. That was just
All right.
one search.
It's worth it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
It's worth it.
Alrighty.
All right, man.
So this was episode 1.
This is episode 1. We didn't fully introduce ourselves. We said our names. We also do a small production company in New Hampshire and in Connecticut, Off Camera Productions. He started it. His daughter, I'll let you finish.
Yeah, no, we started Off Camera Productions. It was a friend, Chris, and I. Sadly, he passed away roughly about 9-10 years ago now. And man, it's been that long. It's crazy. And anyway, so my daughter ended up taking it over after I stopped really doing it. It was a lot of drone photography. We'd started doing a lot of private stuff. And when he passed, I just kind of gave up the reins for a little bit. And my daughter was really big into photography. And she said, "Hey, Dad, can I use the off-camera site?" And I said, "Go with it." She ran with it. And she has taken it to levels that I don't think I would have ever been able to achieve in my lifetime.
No. Yeah, you could have, but she's good.
Not the way she's gone. She's
doing events.
Wow. Oh yeah, going crazy. She just completely overloaded. She made me very proud. Yeah, I know she's made Chris very proud. So Off Camera Productions,
23 magazines.
Yeah, all over. Actually, I think it's more than that, and she's on 3 different continents. So yeah, proud papa for sure. For a 16th birthday present, being a camera, turning it into what she's turned it into is just amazing to see somebody run with her passion, like she has. And with saying that, we're trying to extend a little bit on that, and I'm trying to get back involved into the OCP, the Off Camera Productions world. Clay here had done a lot with my daughter on the side, doing a bunch of events and filming for her when he could, and she would help him edit and produce when she could, and it's been a great team, and I'm just trying to get back into it again, and I think this is going to be a good, positive movement going forward with OCP. So I'm really excited, and again, if you really like what you saw here today or listened to, it does get a lot better. This is episode 1. Hit subscribe.
Kind of an introductory episode.
Pretty much to get it in. We're learning with the new software, graphics and everything, along with the ticker going along at the bottom. If you haven't read that already, just take a second. It's a little different. And again, if you like what you saw here, hit that subscribe button and you won't miss another one. You got anything to add?
No, that was good.
Okay.
You're getting pretty good at that after all these practice runs.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not my first rodeo. It's 7 or 8, but just kidding. All right. Well, take it easy, everybody. We'll see you.
That'll work, man. All right.
Bye.